Hello, my name's Sarah from Maker Futures. I'm going to show you very quickly how to get started on stop animation. So the app that you need is Stop Motion. It's this blue app here with an old school camera on. You can get a pro version, which doesn't cost very much. I think it's like $5.99 or something. And what you can do is you can download that, and if you've got iPads in your school or whatever tablets, you can actually put that app on all of the tablets at the same time, which is great. You can also use this on your phone, but it's not available on laptops or desktop computers. So here it is, the Stop Motion app. So I'm just going to go into the app, and it'll take you to the home screen, essentially. And if you've been way more busy than me, you will have way more videos that are on this one. And they all will appear in this window here. If you want to get started and just kind of work your way through it, there are some little kind of tutorials here that you can work your way through, and it talks about kind of preparing the environment for stop motion, which is really important, and we do have some worksheets on our skills library that can help you out with that. So it's all about setting up the device and thinking about the story that you actually want to make a stop animation about. And so there is a little tutorial on here that can guide you through kind of beginning steps. I am just going to come off that, and I'll tell you how I've set up the iPad. So I've got an iPad, and the best way that we found is to take a stop animation where you're aiming the camera at the floor, and one of the best ways to do that is to, and I'll show you now when I click on New Movie, is to use a chair or a box or a table. And what I have done is, if you click on New Movie there, you can see I've used some cat food boxes. So I tried my dining room chair, and it had a rounded kind of seat at the beginning, so the iPad wasn't sitting very well on that. So I needed quite a sharp corner. I could have used a table actually, but I decided to try these boxes a little bit closer to the floor. So what I've got on the floor here is a sketch pad, and it's an A3 sketch pad. And then the iPad, I've actually taped it to the boxes, so it's not going to fall off, and it's going to stay in the same place. But if I do need to move the iPad, I could just move the boxes if I need to do that. So it's all about setting up kind of your movie kind of set first. And we can talk green screens a little bit later, but for now I'm just going to use some white paper, and I'm going to actually zoom in a little bit because I don't want the cat food box actually in my animation. So I'm just going to zoom in, and there we go, we've got our blank kind of background, and we can get started. So there's lots of little icons on the screen, and I can show you some of those. Some of them are kind of more advanced settings, so we'll just kind of go for the easiest settings first. So first of all, I'll show you kind of how to take some simple photographs. By the way, when I did put the tape over the iPad to keep it stuck to the box, try and use masking tape if you can. Don't cover up kind of any of the buttons you need to press. So don't put the tape over the big red button where you need to take a photograph, or any of the other settings, okay? So you should be able to see my hand, okay? And I'm just going to show you very, very simple kind of stop animation, okay? So I'm going to start by taking a photograph. So press the red button, and it's taken a first photograph. So we've got a blank kind of first scene. All I've got is a pen and a piece of paper. And there's only me actually doing this. It's so much easier working in a team when doing stop animation. So one person can be taking the photograph and the other people in the team can be thinking about the scenes, getting the characters ready, thinking about next steps. So it's a great way for collaboration. So I'm just gonna draw something, take a picture, draw something, take a picture. As you can see, keeping it very simple, but it's enough to spark some inspiration. So ideally, the more pictures you take, not only the longer will your film be, probably the better it'll be. So if you think about breaking up stories, okay, and that was just in a very simple order, and you can get, you can think about things differently. I could have drawn this to start off with, and I could have cut all of these bits out. So I could have started with a fully assembled kind of image, and I could have worked backwards. I could have taken things away instead. Okay, so I'm just going to show you that animation that literally took me a couple of minutes. Okay, so at the bottom you can see all of the photographs that I've just taken, and if you scroll back you can see it reversing in time, and if you go right back to the beginning on the timeline at the bottom and press the play button, you will see your animation you just created. So that is the absolute basics of getting started. Let's just scroll back to the beginning again. And now we can have a look through some of these little icons. Okay, so I'm going to click the little gear wheel. If you didn't see that, there it is. And it's going to take us to some options. So the first option is how fast do you want your stop animation to go. So you can slow it down or you can speed it up. So if I double the speed and press play again, you can see it goes a lot faster. Okay, but I quite like it being at the speed it was. Okay, obviously you can have a little play around with that. So this is some animations that you can have. You can have a little look at those. I'm not too fussed about them, but let's see if that makes a little difference, me adding that on there. There we go. So that kind of the beginning scene there faded in. And if I just go back to the start and go to that again, I can click no thank you to that. I didn't really want that. Okay. Once again, kind of the post, kind of the template that you're starting with. I can't imagine you would play around with that. Kind of all the children would actually need that. Foreground, this is quite nice actually. Should we try some binoculars? Let's see what this does. So you can change the foreground. It's quite nice. So you can have a little play around with the kind of overlay on the top. Ooh, a little TV set, that might work well. Let's see how this pans out. Let's go back to that and just say no thank you. So done. Back to the gear wheel, the settings wheel. You can add a filter if you want to. Newspaper filter. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, I like that. How you want to kind of export it. And playback. Okay. Right, so they are the kind of simple settings. Title screens next. Or do we want to go order? Should we add some audio? Let's go in order, okay? So you can record your own audio which is a really fun thing to do. So press record and off you go. So my little boy made one of these and he sang a song because he made one for his cousin, and he sang a song first take, which was I've made you a little animation, and it was just all made up on the spot, but kids are great at that stuff, aren't they? So you can record your own audio and run it over the top of the animation, or here we go. So you can press the little plus button, click audio, and you can choose, if you click theme music, so you've got a choice here. You can add sound effects throughout the animation. And the way to do that, all you've got to do is choose your scene. So that scene there, if I click the plus button, audio, sound effects, and then go back to the beginning and press play. There we go, it was a squeaky toy, squeaky dog toy. I might as well show you how the way that I thought you can copy. So you click on whatever scene you want to copy. So copy, press it, paste. Okay, so you can make scenes longer by just copying them, however many times you need to copy them. What else? So let's go back to the beginning. Let's go to our plus sign again. You can insert pictures from files, so you can take pictures of things and insert them into the animation. You can clip it. Whoa, so many videos. Okay, so you can add a video clip. Audio, back to theme music. So we added a sound effect. Let's add some theme music. Happy boy? Let's go with that. Let's see. There we go, the squeaky dog toys at the end. So already is so much fun, and I've just been like playing around with it for 10 minutes. So you can imagine how much fun the children can have. Okay, what project media, titles and credits. Let's have a look at that. So you can add a title slide and a credit slide. And what you can do is you can go and edit. There we go. All right, so you can change text. You can even change the pictures and things like that. And at the end, I can put in some credit. Once again, you can go and edit the text in there. Oh, you can change things as well. There's so much you can do on this. But essentially, all you need is some kind of story or narrative. And the simplest way to get started is, a pen and a piece of paper, or a character and a piece of paper, and a background. You need your kind of iPad set up in one place, and yeah, that's it to get started, really. Enjoy.